Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Nvidia price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Starting on the daily chart here, we are in 1212. We're looking at a wave 3, 4 and a 5 finish towards the upside, finishing wave 3 in the orange, and we're looking at a wave 4 and a 5 continuation toward the upside. If we zoom in, of course, inside this wave 5, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished. And currently, you are in a corrective wave where you are looking potentially at A, B, C, expanding flat toward the downside and then start to move toward the upside. You have reached so far the 0.38 Fib level and overshooted a little bit, and still, of course, potentially now looking for a little bit higher. We're gonna estimate this inside, of course, the 2 hours and 1 hour chart. Now, if we take a look inside it, we are looking at a potential, of course, a zigzag A, B, and a C toward the upside. No impulse yet is given, especially with this drop toward the downside interfering with the zone 1, meaning you are in a potential zigzag only if you are looking for recover as a 1, and then wave 2 for a leading diagonal, then 3, 4, and a 5 continuation toward the upside. If we dive deeper inside as this corrective wave here, we are looking at a potentially, of course, scenario where you have an A, B, and a C. The wave C is a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. You're still looking, of course, to finish as this wave 5, potentially with one more 3, 4, and a 5 towards the downside to finish nicely, of course, a wave 2 for a leading diagonal. In case we take the low, or in case we keep moving towards the downside, we might come back to the low here and hitting the blue box, which is a much higher potential for, of course, an expanding flat for a wave C between the 1.38, 1.618, and of course as an A, B, and a C. Now this, of course, wave C can be an ending diagonal here in this case scenario where you are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, you don't want to see, of course, a wave 3 longer than the wave 1, which is the case scenario here. So potentially this might unfold, of course, therefore, in one possible way, which is an expanding diagonal, very rare case scenario, where your wave 3 is longer than the wave 1 and your wave 5 is longer than the wave 3. In this case scenario, you might dive deep to the 1.618, $75, and then start to move toward the upside after finishing this corrective wave as an expanding flat. So to be watched, of course, is this area. Of course, if we move continuously toward the downside and we break the 886, of course, as a signal that we are moving towards the 1.618, $75. In case, of course, that we start to see a retracement toward the upside, you would like to see, of course, an impulse correction impulse for a zigzag in a wave 3. And this is, of course, the only case scenario that you can consider, of course, a leading diagonal. And don't forget that also this is a virtual leading diagonal. It can be, of course, less aggressive than this. This is only, of course, a prediction here, guys. So nothing is real that it can be in this shape. I just want to mention this. Yep, so that was it for NVIDIA. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.